So here's a quick walkthrough of how to use BHuman with the manually recorded variables like we spoke about. So I'll start by clicking clone myself, and then I'll choose my actor, and I'll start the recording. So let me just get this set up. Hi, name. This is Don from the digital transformation team. And I just wanted to say thank you for your contribution and great work in market. What you're doing with our company is something that I want to tell you that is really valuable, and your efforts in the local market has a broad impact on our global operations. So I look forward to working further with you. Okay. So now we're uploading it and we'll transcribe it, and you can excuse the off the cuff script, but I think you get the point. So I'll just wait a second here. Okay, so hi name, and then the other variable is in market. So all we have to do is highlight the variable, the word that we want to replace. We want to replace name. We want it to say hi David or hi Marcus. So let's just do that, and it's the first name. And then the second thing is market. Okay. Now, did you realize that after I said great work, there was a slight pause, right? And actually, same thing after high name. And that's because we want our variables, in this case, market, to be in as short of a phrase as possible. Um, so, high name, slight pause. I want to thank you for your contribution and great work in market. There was a slight pause there. Now, what our AI will do is it'll actually search for the phrase that is containing the variable. So in this case, it's in market and high name. If I said something like, you're doing great work in market, if that was my phrase, then the AI would recreate, you're doing great work in market, okay? But that's kind of too long of a phrase. We want it to be very short and sweet. So let's hit next and go to spreadsheet so we can test it out. Okay, now the first name, I'll just say, James, David, and Marcus, market, Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia. Okay. Now, we can go ahead and just hit generate videos, and it'll use voice cloning, and it'll try to say in market. In fact, why don't I do that right now, just so I can compare, I can show you the difference in results between the voice cloning and the manually recorded audios. So I'll pause this and come back when our results are ready. Okay, so the videos are ready. Let's take a look. Let's look at David in Hong Kong as an example. Now, again, this is using the voice cloning. So after this, we'll do the manually recorded method. Hi, David. This is Don from the digital transformation team. And I just wanted to say thank you for your contribution and great work in Hong Kong. What you're doing with our company is something that okay, so the second variable, it was pretty obvious, right, that it was implemented there. So what we'll do is we'll manually record that instead. Now, the phrase that it replaced, if we listen here, was in Hong Kong, right? Also, if I go back to the first one, it was hi name. So in this case, we have to replace that same phrase. So we would say in Hong Kong, in Singapore, in Malaysia. And more importantly, we want to do it with the same tone of voice, the same way that I said in market, went down like that. That's exactly how we want to do it when we say in Singapore, in Hong Kong, in Malaysia. So again, I can do that by just clicking the microphone button and saying that. So let me go ahead and do that now. In Singapore. Thank you for your contribution and great work in Hong Kong, in Malaysia. And of course, we can do the same thing for the first name if we prefer to get it, as a really nice quality. Hi, David. Hi, James. Hi, Marcus. And I'll just do James again. I want to make sure I get a better tone of voice. Hey, James. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and generate videos. And now, again, both of these are done using the manually recorded method. So I'll pause this. We'll come back in a minute and check the results. All right, so our videos have generated. Let's go ahead and check them out. So we'll start with David in Hong Kong. Hi, David. This is Don from the digital transformation team. And I just wanted to say thank you for your contribution and great work in Hong Kong. What you're doing with our company is something that I want to tell you that looks pretty nice, especially the second variable. It's very nice. Let's check out another example here. Marcus in Malaysia. Hi, Marcus. This is Don from the digital transformation team. And I just wanted to say thank you for your contribution and great work in Malaysia. What you're doing with our company is something that I want to tell you that is really valuable, and your efforts in the local market. So there you have it. That's how you can generate videos with the manually recorded variable. If you prefer to get really high quality and you don't mind recording them. And like I said, because in your case, right, in the markets, it's not a huge number of markets. It's better to take 20, 30 seconds and just record all these audios rather than having to rely on the voice generation where, the quality is of course not as good as you recording it yourself. So if you have any questions, just let me know, especially around finding the phrase. Again, think about like where the pauses are. So I want to thank you for your contributions in market. Okay. So put your variable in a short phrase, and then when you're using the manually recorded system, just say that whole phrase again in Singapore, okay, in Hong Kong. Once again, our new UI, which comes out in about 2 weeks' time, simplifies all of this, and we tell you exactly what you need to say. So here's a quick workaround in the meantime. All right, thanks a lot.